Jake Paul
Jake, the problem child, Paul.
versus Anthony Joshua.
AJ, Anthony Joshua.
The fight was supposed to be completely different. At first, Jake Paul was preparing for Gervonta Davis. That would have been pure show boxing. But negotiations collapsed, and Jake decided to aim even higher. That's how Anthony Joshua appeared on the radar.
I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass.
A man whose career broke world champions, not YouTubers. And here comes the big question. Can Jake Paul's skill set work against a machine like Joshua? Why this is a nightmare matchup for Jake. 1. Joshua punishes every mistake. We saw it in the fight with Charles Martin.
The limit is the bounce from your joints. Okay, let's start the fight.
Well,
One small step out of position, and Martin got clipped clean twice. That's it. The IBF belt went straight to AJ.
what on earth was that? Now he's looking at taking every second he can. But Joshua Braun, there's still a minute 40 left in this second round. And he's down again on the brink here. Strolls into the corner as if to say job done. And Martin looks like he's been wrecked. Over, done. Britain has a new world heavyweight champion.
And Paul? Sure, he has power, but he opens up a lot when he steps into mid-range. Against Askren, that was enough.
Jean Pascal and
Get my
also
money,
cruiserweight
Jake. Get my
contender.
motherfucking money, Jake. Motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. My motherfucking money, Jake. My motherfucking money, Jake. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. What a finish him. And this one is Jake Paul.
Against Joshua, that's a death sentence. 2. Joshua breaks your rhythm and your structure. Look at the Dillian White fight.
In the second round, thinking the job was done.
White started strong, even rocked Joshua in the first round.
We'll see how his mentality changes. Of course, we know he can box, but at least what I'm saying is, if Dillian White can keep using the jab, it'll keep Joshua busy.
He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble. Massive turnaround here.
But AJ stayed calm, adjusted the pace, took control, and ended the night with one brutal uppercut.
Pretty non-existent in the previous round, but this is better.
But he still hasn't got rid of White. Slow, methodical now.
Yeah, I think Josh has got his mind back on the job. I think
To suggest he could well be a force. He's still very young.
His own offense, if he's being jabbed at, and he's got to be defensive on the jab.
Again, a look downstairs from Dylan White.
I warned you that Olympic gold medal.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots that White got him with earlier. There's a grin from White, but the legs are betraying him. And surely no way up here for Dylan White. It's stopped. It's over.
And Paul? Yes, he looked good against Mike Perry. Kept distance, used his jab. But Perry is chaos, an MMA wild style.
It's not in his repertoire to do so.
You know, man, when you're hitting a guy with your best shot, and he's
Perry can't afford to get too comfortable as he comes in because Paul could cratch and gets opponents hurt.
Mike's legs are wobbly as well. It's just wild to see after how that first round went.
Nice left hook
to
there.
the right hand. Do not slip to your left on the jab.
The victory here for Mike Perry.
I don't.
Eating out of the palm of his hands.
But props to Jake because he's staying disciplined to the game plan.
Sure.
This is that moving target.
Perry is walking down Jake Paul with this stance.
You can't believe it. You know
Oh,
Mike Perry.
Big left hook.
And now Perry's trying to put as he's getting. Whoa!
Right here, Jake just setting it up. Nice jab. Wobbles.
That got his equilibrium off. And the time might be now for Paul.
Mike Perry as he switched to southpaw.
It is a frantic pick.
Rope is a...
Oh, man. Whoa.
2, 3, 4, the ref.
Like this, the referee's going to stop the fight.
Yeah, the doctor took a good look.
Standing too tall. Chin is up in the air.
Jabs you were talking about. Good. Paul.
That's the one.
Right hand.
Big jab.
And now wave it off. There is a new king of...
Joshua won't give him that chaos. He'll guide Jake straight into the punching corridor he wants. 3. Joshua isn't timid, he's calculated. Against Robert Helenius, Joshua didn't rush.
Be aggressive. Good jab to the body.
He read, he waited, he measured.
With one punch at any moment.
And when the opening came, one right hand and Helenius was out cold.
How much? Hand through the middle. Mug. It's all over. Fade. Here comes over the top. Look at the feet. That right hand go, bang. It's good night against anybody. It wasn't like he walked into the shot.
Paul showed decent improvement in the third fight with August, but let's be honest. Is that the level required to read and counter a world champion? Not yet. Not close.
And I would say August is the opposite.
Andre August come out. Couldn't get a read on the guy. He lands it right there. But Jake got a body shot. They both landed hard.
Jake's doing a nice high-low variety coming overhand.
In his last fight, August was able to cut the distance and get inside on a taller opponent in Brandon Martin. Not the case early on in this round. He's pretty far apart from Paul, not inside at all. Jake Paul coming off that win over.
To be careful about ducking down.
Will he make it up?
This is over.
He ain't getting up. He ain't getting up. Gonna wave it up. The problem child strikes again. One punch was all it took from Jake Paul.
Is there any path for Jake to win? There is, but it sounds like science fiction. He'd need to move perfectly for 6 rounds, not eat a right hand, and hope Joshua gets tired. But we've seen this story against Gavin.
How long can he do that for?
I mean, it's also...
And there's the big right hand. Gavin in big trouble. The left puts him down for the... And he's a brave, proud man.
Against White.
Look at the legs. There's a grin from White, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
Against Helenius. AJ finishes fights before he gets tired. Prediction. Jake Paul deserves credit. He trains, he improves, he's starting to look like a real pro boxer. But there's a limit, and you can't cross it with 4 years of training. Joshua has championship experience, knockout power, accuracy, timing, discipline. Paul might win the hype. He might win the first round with movement. He might even rattle the nerves. But win the fight? No. My prediction, Anthony Joshua wins by stoppage. Round 2 to 4. Cold, decisive, and with no escape route.